Another week, another brand new Round 2 Wrestling podcast for you, the fan, to enjoy. Thank you for tuning into this brand new podcast here on the 24th of September, 2024. This is Round 2 Wrestling, and I am your host with the most wrestling information, SlimmDa KID. For those who have never listened, you are in for a treat. Round 2 Wrestling is your number one news source for everything pro wrestling. This is a news-styled broadcast, and we have it broken down into several segments, or in this case, rounds. Round 1 is the pro wrestling rumor mill. This could be fabricated bullshit. It could have a grain of truth to it, but they're rumors, so it's just for fun and not actual factual. Move on to Round 2. Actual factual pro wrestling news. This is news that is confirmed by accredited news sources and writers. Move on to Round 3, title matches. I, SlimmDa KID, and Round 2 Wrestling have scoured the web on your behalf and have every single title that was on the line this past week or weekend, and those exclusive results for you, the fan, to hear firsthand, including several pay-per-views that may or may not have taken over the weekend. Close out this brand new Round 2 Wrestling podcast with a fan and producer's favorite, Round 4, Did You Know? Did you know are little bits of information and facts about the wrestling world you may or may not have known about. However, this is the beginning of our brand new podcast, so let's put our ear to the scanner and take a listen to the gossip floating around in the world. This is Round 1, the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill. Charlotte Flair hasn't been medically cleared to return to the ring, says Fightful Select. Due to the severity of her injury, WWE officials reportedly believe it will still be some time before Flair is back in the ring. According to PW Insider, WWE has approached Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley about signing new contracts in recent weeks. Per Fightful Select, more main roster stars are expected to be announced for NXT's debut on the CW network in the coming weeks and months leading up to the show. A source told Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer that AEW's Rampage will end with AEW's new Warner Bros. Discovery deal. The rumored Shockwave would air elsewhere and become AEW's third weekly show. A source on Fightful Select's podcast, namely Sean Ross Sapp, said that AEW's Jay White still isn't medically cleared to return to the promotion. WrestleVotes Radio claims that WWE SmackDown on the USA Network will change to a 3-hour format beginning on January 3rd, 2025. This will coincide with Raw's debut on Netflix. PWN says the Lucha Bros have signed a multi-year contract with WWE and will go directly to the main roster. WWE sources told Fightful Select that the company has approached Kevin Owens about a new contract, but nothing has been signed. If Owens becomes a free agent when his current contract is set to expire in early 2025, AEW is expected to make him a big offer. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Sheamus's new WWE contract is a 5-year deal, although this could not be confirmed. Bodyslam.net reports that NXT producer Steve Corino has signed a new multi-year deal with WWE. That is the end of Round 1 and the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill. Without any hesitation, let's talk about something a bit more real. This is Round 2 Pro Wrestling News. AEW confirms latest free agent signing.
Oh my God!
Following their recent surge in popularity, AEW jumped on the opportunity to make this fan-favorite tag team all elite. The tag team in question is none other than Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum, the Outrunners. Fightful Select and other sources within AEW have confirmed this signing. There was no terms or length of contract available at the time of this broadcast. We here at Round 2 Wrestling will keep you updated on this recent signing as news breaks. Former WWE champion gets thrown from the stands at NFL game.
Oh my God!
Much like its competitor AEW, WWE has also had a connection to football and the NFL specifically. This past weekend at the Chicago Bears-Indianapolis Colts game at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis, Indiana, former WWE champion Seth Rollins made an appearance wearing a Colts jersey, but Rollins, an avid Bears fan, quickly revealed his true colors. No pun intended. Removing the Colts jersey, Rollins revealed a Caleb Williams Chicago Bears jersey underneath. Former Colts wide receiver T.Y. Hilton took offense to this, throwing Rollins onto the field from the stands. Rollins was already at field level, he was not injured, and he was not tossed from the second level. Chicago would go on to lose the game 21-16, making Seth Rollins' pomp and circumstance all for nothing. WWE and streaming service allow deal to expire.
You what?
WWE is wrapping up much of their content on the Hulu streaming platform. Episodes of WWE Raw, WWE NXT, WWE NXT Level Up, WWE Main Event, WWE Superstars, Total Divas, Total Bellas, and Ms. and Mrs. are scheduled to expire on Hulu starting on Thursday, September 26th, just 2 days from now. WWE shows will be available on the Peacock streaming platform going forward. However, there will be a 30-day grace period before they are made available to the general public. WWE Hall of Famer confirms WWE Legends re-signing.
That's fucking stupid.
The late 90s saw the rise of one of the most iconic wrestlers in WWF's Attitude Era. One of the most talked about was Mankind, aka Mick Foley. WWE announced the re-signing of the hardcore legend, noting that renewing Foley's contract ensures that WWE will continue to feature his name and likeness in video games, action figures, t-shirts, and other merchandise. GCW announces release of popular wrestler.
You what?
Zilla Fatu, son of former WWE wrestler Umaga, was released from GCW this last week. Fatu last wrestled for GCW at their The G Code event on September 15th, where he defeated Gringo Loco. No word as to why GCW made the sudden decision to cut him from their roster. Round 2 Wrestling and SlimmDa KID will keep you updated as news reports are released and whether or not this is an addition to the WWE Bloodline storyline in any way, shape, or form. University announces marching band will participate in upcoming WWE pay-per-view event.
You what?
The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Marching Band, also known as the Marching Musical Machine of the Mid-South, has announced that they will be performing at the October 5th Bad Blood pay-per-view in Atlanta, Georgia. The band made headlines recently when they played Cody Rhodes' theme song, Kingdom, during the August 29th football game between Arkansas and Arkansas Pine Bluff. Tune in to WWE's Bad Blood pay-per-view in the upcoming weekends, to see the marching musical machine of the Mid-South live with WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. That draws to a conclusion. Round 2, let's move on to Round 3 title matches. However, warning, this next segment may contain spoilers for your favorite promotions and pay-per-views, including results from GCW, Back-to-Back, GCW, Aura, AEW, Ring of Honor, WWE, NXT, TNA, MLW, NWA, DEFY, Progress, AAA, CMLL, New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, Stardom, RevPro, etc., etc. WWE World Tag Team Champions The Judgment Day defeated The New Day to retain the WWE World Tag Team titles. MLW World Middleweight Champion Mystico defeated Golden Mask to retain the MLW World Middleweight Championship. CMLL World Tag Team Champions Los Hermanos Chavez defeated Star Jr. and Atlantis Jr. to retain the CMLL World Tag Team titles. TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions Spitfire defeated Carly Bright and Kendall Gray to retain the TNA Knockouts Tag Team titles. WWE United States Champion LA Knight defeated Andrade El Idolo to retain the WWE United States Championship. GCW World Champion Mance Warner defeated Tony Deppen to retain the GCW World Championship. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions the Sons of Texas defeated the Undisputed Kingdom to retain the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. GCW World Tag Team Champions Violence is Forever defeated Miracle Generation to retain the GCW World Tag Team titles. GCW World Champion Mance Warner defeated Joey Janela to retain the GCW World Championship. DEFY Women's Champion Marina Shafir defeated Nina Samuels and Kanji to retain the DEFY Women's Championship. Progress Women's Champion Riho defeated Emerson Jane to retain the Progress Women's Championship. Progress Proteus Champion Paul Robinson defeated Connor Mills to retain the Progress Proteus Championship. Progress World Champion Luke Jacobs defeated Eddie Dennis to retain the Progress World Championship. CMLL World Welterweight Champion Titan defeated Villano III to retain the CMLL World Welterweight Championship. Jey Uso defeated WWE Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker to become the new WWE Intercontinental Champion. That is the end of a shorter Round 3. Be sure to listen to this particular Round 2 wrestling podcast again and Round 3 again in case you missed your favorite champion and whether they retained or if a new champion was crowned. We are at the end of this brand new Round 2 wrestling podcast, and let's conclude it with a fan and producer favorite, Did You Know? Did you know are little bits of information and facts about the wrestling world you may or may not have known about? You gotta love the bell. Did you know, instead of taking a salary to become the new booker of ECW, Paul Heyman received 49% ownership of the promotion? Did you know one of the biggest names in Lucha Libre, Ultimo Guerrero, opened up a very successful hamburger stand in Mexico during the COVID pandemic? With all wrestling being suspended and no money coming in, Guerrero and his wife opened a hamburger stand to pay their bills and survive. And did you know the hit NBC sitcom Seinfeld had its first 4 episodes funded by the network, taking money away from WWF's Saturday Night's Main Event in 1989.